Hi there guys and welcome back to another video. I do apologise for no upload for last Friday. We have been super busy, so my apologies with that. So going forward, every week we'll be getting a video on. We might be changing the day from Friday to Monday because we've noticed that when we upload a video on Monday, we seem to get a bit of a better reaction. So we're going to have a look into that for this week as well. See if we can see the same sort of result, and if it is, then we'll change to Monday for an upload. But why haven't we uploaded for last Friday? So, as people know, when we started the business, we started with one car. So we started with a Mazda CX-5, and then after that we bought a Honda Civic as well. We've now got 26 cars in stock, okay, which is a massive difference, and it's been a lot of getting used to for myself as well. But when we first got into this site, we literally come with about 4 or 5 cars. I've been holding 8 to 10 cars at one time, just selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, buying. Decided this month we were going to reinvest all our profits and just buy a load of stock. It's worked wonders because the pitch is nice and full for the first time since it's been here. But the second side of it is how busy I am trying to get these cars ready. Obviously, I've said it before, I'm a one-man band. A couple of people give me a hand every now and again, but on a whole, it all lands on me. So my apologies for no upload. But lots of exciting stuff that's going on. So we've got 26 cars in stock. Again, we've upped the age of the stock profile as well. So I'm really chuffed with that, to be honest. We're doing a couple of things in terms of the workshop as well, which I'll show you in a second. So we're going to have a ramp in there. So we're going to have what's called a scissor lift. And we're also going to have like a tyre changing machine and bits like that as well. Because when we're relying on other garages to prep our cars, it's fine. But, you know, there's times where they can't fit us in or they're busy or whatever, you know, which is absolutely understandable. But that doesn't work for us as a business. And that's what I've obviously got to ensure the best interest is my business. So that's another thing that we're doing. Sales for this month, not the best, if I'm honest, but I wasn't expecting it. April's a bit of a funny month. So, especially this month, the weather's been absolutely beautiful. And we had a terrible winter. So people are out on holiday, people are out having barbecues at the pub, you know, having food with family. They're not wanting to come to talk to dirty car dealers about a car that they want to purchase. And that is the facts. So I always know if the weather is nice, the trade isn't. But that's just part and parcel of it. We have done a few sales, so we've done 10 sales for this month. So I am still happy with that. You know, we're only halfway through the month, so maybe I'm being a bit, you know, overly critical of myself, which is just how I am, to be honest. But I'm going to flip the camera around in a second. I'll show you some of the stock profile that we've got going on. We've also got another 3 cars to pick up today, so that will take us to 29 cars. So we've been absolutely caning it in terms of getting this stock here. But it's been a lot of getting used to, and I've been absolutely knackered. I can't even lie. So, you know, it's something that I've got to sort out from my side. In terms of customers, we haven't had any issues yet with customers. We've had a couple of warranty bits here and there. We've had a Fiat 500, which the electronic climate control is only working on one setting. So it's only working when you blow it on the feet and not on any of the other settings. I've been told it could be 2 things, which is the actuator, or it can be something called a blend door, which could be broken. And if it's a blend door, it's the whole dashboard out. So I'm not looking forward to that. And then we've also had another Fiat 500, which the power steering's failed on. There's a correlation here, isn't there, with these Fiat 500s. So I think going forward, as a rule of thumb, we're going to keep away from Fiat 500s. They're great sellers, but they seem to linger about. Every single one that I've had, bar a couple, you know, we've had issues with. So I'm going to look at that and get that changed. We've tried to dip a toe in a couple of more premium style cars. So we've got an orange Mini, which is now sold. We've bought another BMW 1 Series, 116D, the 1.6 diesel. We've just bought that, so we've advertised that 2 days ago. Seeing how that's performing, we've not had a chance to look, so we need to get that car on the pitch. We've got a Mini Cooper S as well, which we're yet to advertise, so we need to sort that out. But they seem to be going all right. The only one that I had the issue with was the Seat Ibiza. That car, oh my gosh, that was an absolute joke of a car. So I hope that I don't get one of them again. Social media has still been going fantastic, guys. So thank you everybody who has supported. If you can like and subscribe, that'd be much appreciated. Give us a follow on our other social media pages as well. So we are now on TikTok. We're still getting used to it, if I'm honest. So there's not much on there at the minute, but we will get bits and bobs on there, as we go along. Facebook is absolutely flying, and Instagram's doing okay as well. But Facebook, I'm really, really impressed with it. It's every time we do a post. So we put a post on last night, which I'll try and put some sort of screenshot in, just explaining that we started with one car. I've took a picture of the pitch and showed how many cars we've got in stock now. We got something like 90 likes on it, quite a few shares, quite a few comments. So, that's what it's all about, is sharing positive stories of this business. Anybody can do this, guys. I started with nothing, and I mean nothing. I've had no handouts. I don't come from a rich family. I don't come from multi-millionaire parents or anything like that. I come from a really humble background. I've been in a council house most of my life, which is nothing wrong with. It taught me a lot of things, how to be streetwise and stuff like that. But I always wanted more myself, which is nothing wrong with. I always wanted to be more. And if you're in that sort of position, you're not come from a background that is successful and stuff, don't take that as that's your future as well. You can change it. You can break the cycle, guys. If you need any help or any advice, or I can help you in any way, just get in touch and I'll see, if there's anything that I can do for you or anything that I can help with. Going on to staff. So that's something that, again, I am farting about over. I am still stuck in two minds of what I'm doing with the staff. So I had my brother around last week to give me an hand washing a couple of cars, and he did wash a couple, all fairness, but it's whether I've got the time to train people. That is the biggest issue at the minute, because I'm the sort of person, I am like a one-man band. I crack on. That's another reason why I left the job I was in. I didn't like, sounds terrible, I didn't like taking authority from people. I always, well, not always, but say if somebody wanted to do something a certain way and I thought, no, it's better doing it this way. And that's the same when you're employing people. It's trying to get them onto your sort of mindset. But there are people that's helping me. Will is helping me massively. And also Frank still gives me an help every now and again. But understandably, he's hitting retirement age, guys. He can't do what he used to do, and that really beats him up. That, so I don't like putting pressure on him with helping me wash cars and stuff, because he really struggles with it with his body. Another win that we had, which, buzzing with this is the biggest win I've had since being in the motor trade. So, customer, his name's Kevin. I'm sure he won't mind me saying. He bought a Kia Ceed from me a few days ago. He had a part exchange, which was a Vauxhall Astra Estate. Doesn't start. Bought the car for £250. It hasn't had an MOT though for 2 years. Okay, bear in mind. So we was thinking, this car's a bit of a nail. There's gonna be loads wrong with it. We've put a new battery on it, and it's fixed it. And we bought that car for £250. So me and Will went half and half on this car, £125 each, and we should return nearly £3,000 on this car. So them wins are few and far between. I'll show you it in a second. When we turned up to it, all my days, covered in cobwebs, spiders coming out the engine bay, mould all over it. It was an absolute mess. But now it's had a clean and a new battery on. It's worked fine. So that is a little win. We've been having some great feedback from our customers, and that is the biggest bit about this job for myself, is I want to make sure people are happy. And the feedback's been great, guys. The amount of customers that have got in contact with me to buy a car, and they're saying, we've been reading your reviews, and they all say the same sort of thing. That's absolutely fantastic, and that's all we want to do. We don't get everything right all the time, or I don't get everything right all the time. I don't. There's things that I even miss, or I forget. I had a customer, for example, I'd agreed that I was going to put an MOT on the car. I completely forgot to put an MOT on this car. I mean, it still had MOT for about 7 or 8 months, but these things do happen. But it's how we react to it. So we've booked him in for an MOT. So I'll pay for that from my side, no problem at all. So it's all about how you react to it, and don't give customers any BS. Just be straight up. I forgot. Don't lie and come out with a big flamboyant story of why you didn't do it. I forgot. I do apologise. We'll get it sorted. And all the rest of it. But I'm going to show you the pitch, spin the camera around. Hopefully you guys are pleased with what you're seeing. And yeah, bear in mind, there's another 6 cars going on today. So I'm really, really chuffed. So spin the camera around and we'll show you exactly what's going on. So I honestly think the way to attempt this is just get a heat gun on it. And yeah, it's just going to be a tedious job, but got to get cracking with it. I'll get a little time lapse on. Have a laugh at me. Yeah, I'll show you all the difficulties that I'm having in this motor trade. So let's get cracking. No word of lie, I've been doing this for about 10 or 15 minutes and literally got about 2 inches off. Oh my gosh. Why have I bought this car? Why? These are the things customers don't see as well. You know, this sort of effort that you're putting in with cars, it's just unreal sometimes. So guys, this is the pitch now. So I'll put a before clip in when we first got on here. What do you think to that? Some more cars here. Like I said, we've got another 6 coming on today. We've got 2 here as well, BMW 1 Series and the Citroen C1. We've got a couple on the back wall which are waiting prep. They need a fair bit of work, these ones on the back. Well, not a fair bit of work, I lied. The 3500 needs some paint work on the roof, which it don't look very good at the minute, to be honest. I don't mind showing people. It's part of the motor trade, just be honest. So, you see the roof, it's got some lacquer peel on it, so that needs painting. This Ford Ka is a bit of a strange one at the minute. So what we've got going on with it. So customer brought it in to sell it to us. We did purchase it, car started, no problem. Now all of a sudden car doesn't start. So I don't know if it's got an ECU issue or body control module issue. I'm not too sure if I'm honest, but that's something that needs to be addressed. It does start when you bump start it though. So if anyone can give us any ideas with that, that'd be greatly appreciated. When we scan the car, there's no fault codes. What we got going on here? So look at that. This is the buy of the day, guys. So this is the Vauxhall Astra that we purchased. So it was a non-runner. It's not been started for 2 years. Put a new battery on it. It starts no problem. It's the 1.7 diesel sports tourer. I'll show you around the back. Look at that. 1.7 diesel, low on road tax. Pretty cheap on fuel as well. It's got the bigger alloys with it. It's got 101,000 miles, service history, 2 keys, and that car owes us £250. What do you think? I mean, these are few and far between, guys. You don't very rarely get a deal like that, but when you do, you need to jump on it. And it's an estate car as well, so really popular. We've got a Suzuki Swift, 1.2, 15 plate, finished in white. Looks a good looking car, that. We need to advertise it, put it on the net. We've got here, I forgot what this car was then, Kia Picanto. Just bread and butter car, 61 plate. It's got 58,000 miles, I think. Look at this one, guys. Vauxhall Astra 1.6 Energy. 13 plate. It's got 110k. It's a £2,000 car. I mean, that's great value for money. It does need a gearbox, though. Okay, so it drove fine when we brought it here. Then all of a sudden, it sounds like a bag of spanners are in the gearbox. So we've bought one, collecting it on Friday, and that'll be that one sorted and on sale. This is a good little car. So bought this from auction, 2010 plate. It's got 67,000 miles. Hyundai i10. I believe it's got a style. It's got sunroof, heated seats, Bluetooth, aux. It's great value for money. So that one has been advertised. I had a bit of interest on that. This is one that we've sold. So we sold this to a young girl for her first car. Her dad brought her. Really strange, actually. Her dad knew my stepdad who passed away last year. It was quite a unique experience that were. It took him back as well when he saw the picture of his stepdad on the wall. Got a Mini Cooper S. You know, it's a Cooper S, a proper Cooper S. When it's got that Union Jack, bosh. It's had a new timing chain, this one. So, notorious for timing chains. It had a bit of a rattle on it, so we got that done. We're going to skip over this Fiesta van. It's one of Frank's, and I'm not too interested in it. My apologies. 66 plate Fiat 500, 78k miles, sub £4,000 car. Does need a bit of paint, but this is going to fly out this. 66 plate new shape for £4,000. You just will not find another one, or you won't find many. So we need to get that prepped and get that photoed. What do you think to this one, guys? If you remember, this is the one that I've done the clip on before, taking the vinyl stickers off. Look at it now. Got all that mess off for it from the bonnet and the roof. We've had the springs sorted as well. Show you that. So it's now drivable. A couple of more bits that we need to do on it. So we need to still fit the thermostat, but we'll get that sorted. New antenna now on it. Just looks miles better. It just shows you put a bit of effort into it, cars. You know, and they could be worth it, and I think this one is. It's a nice little motor. There's two here. Let's have a look at these ones. Got a Mitsubishi Mirage. It's in like a metallic white. That's a nice little car. Front and rear parking sensors, which is pretty high spec for, you know, a small little runaround. And a red Suzuki Alto bread and butter car. This is another great value for money car. It's got a Vauxhall Astra 1.6. I believe this is an exclusive edition. It's got a private plate on it, 2011, 64k miles for sub £3,000. Really good value for money. Oh, the above 500, guys. I am sorry, I will get to this car. I thought my back was better, and it is. But when I'm trying to bend down, guys, it's excruciating. So my apologies. We will jump on it. It's not going anywhere. Peugeot 107. I don't get why this isn't sold. It's a 62 plate, 76k miles, had a new clutch. I have no interest on it at all. Looked at service history, which is fine. Looked at MOT history. It's got MOT for nearly 12 months. I just don't understand it. Maybe it's not desirable. Maybe it's the wrong colour. I'm not too sure. Nissan Note. Now, these are good cars, but I haven't advertised it yet, which is really, really bad. So I need to sort that out today. Chevrolet Spark. This is one of Frank's cars. I need to convince him to lower the price of this car. He thinks it's worth more. Keep telling him it's not, but you know, I might just lower it myself, to be honest, and just get it sold. Vauxhall Corsa and the Mini, both sold. This Corsa was only in stock for 2 days, so we knew that weren't going to be here long. Mini was here a bit longer than expected. I think it's the colour, a bit like Marmite. Sold within 2 weeks to a returning customer. This is the BMW 1 Series. Nice little car, this. 116D, so it's 1.6 diesel, so it's a low insurance group. So perfect for, you know, your younger drivers. And I think we're going to do a couple of bits to this. So what I'm thinking is to get the gloss black emblems on the front, so kidney grills, and I'm potentially going to get the alloys done in black. And I think that car would fly out if I did that. And I've got a Citroen C1 bread and butter car, right colour, right mileage. I can't see that being here long. But yeah, what do you think, guys? I'm proper proud of what I've done, to be honest. You know, and we've got another 6 cars coming today. Or 6 cars going on the pitch, should I say. Just looks full. It looks like there's something going on here. You know, we look like a successful business. We look like somebody you want to come to. You know, and I'm really proud of that. But that's just a quick intro to the pitch, guys, and what it's like. At the minute, this is why we didn't do the video for last week, because I've had to concentrate on this. Without this side, there's no YouTube. So I've had to get, you know, the priorities in order. You know, and now we have done this, and now we have up the stock profile. A task of keeping on top of it. You know, I will never feel that pressure again of having to buy 26 cars in one go. You know, it's just a case of replacing one every time they sell, which is what we've done with the 4 cars that we've purchased today. So we've sold 4, replaced with 4. You know, and that's how we're going to do it going forward. But I'm going to show you the workshop and all, guys, show you what the plans are with that. Because the workshop is an absolute mess. So let me show you that, show you what the plans are. And yeah, I've contacted the company to see if they can give me a quote on a couple of garage equipment. And yeah, I'll spin the camera and I'll show you what's going on. So in here, guys, this is a mess. And it is winding me up to the point where I actually went off my head yesterday at a couple of people who was helping who was helping me, because people just dump stuff everywhere. And it irritates the life out of me. So we've bought a load of valeting equipment. That wasn't cheap. There's a company around here, Asheville Valeting Services. Really, really good stuff. So if you ever need anything, get in touch with them if you're in the local area. But plan is, we're going to have a scissor jack here, so we can lift these cars up, have a look at them themselves, stop whittling about, taking them to garages all the time. We can get them up and have a nosy around, see if they need outdoing, and then we can plan going forward the parts that we need to order for it and all that sort of stuff. We're going to order a storage unit for this side for the valeting equipment, so like a commercial cabinet. And we're going to order a SGS tool cabinet that's going to go from here all the way across this side, and that's going to put all this stuff in there because we just haven't got the space storage wise, and that's going to tidy everything up. This is all coming out. I've had enough of looking at this. It's awful. So that's going. But yeah, that's the plan going forward. Tell me what you think. If you do know any companies that do second-hand garage equipment, let us know. But we are just reinvesting this money, guys, over and over. But we're going to get on our way to Leeds today. We've got a few cars to collect, got a really nice motor, which is a Mercedes, which, again, we're going up in the world. So we'll show you that car when we're on our way back. And yeah, we'll catch up with you soon. Right then, guys, so today is Thursday. We've been getting plenty of done. We've been getting plenty of stock prepped, ready for the weekend. We've had an absolutely terrible month so far. Really, really disappointing. But I think it's been my own issue, to be honest. Been trying to get stock in and all the rest of it. Bit of an issue with getting cars delivered here on time. So yeah, it's just been one of them months. Not doing too bad. We've done 8 deals so far. We're halfway through the months. Not too bad. We've got a Vauxhall Astra estate that we've sold to my granddad, actually, which is pretty interesting. And he don't let his money go for anybody. So, and then we've just sold a Mini that we've got in part exchange. It's got a little nice white Mini. I put a little clip in of the car. We've sold it to my cousin. So she's been looking for a car for the past 3 or 4 months. I keep saying I'm going to keep my eye out. Car's coming to stock today, and I've bought her a first car. I've paid for it, which I'm really, really happy about. Good endorphins and all that sort of stuff. So I'll probably regret it tomorrow. But no, I'm really happy to do that for her. She was chuffed. So I've just been up to Matlock where they live to go and show it to them. And yeah, her and my auntie were absolutely gobsmacked. So really chuffed with that. But I'm going to show you the Astra. It's now come back from its MOT. So disc and pads have been done, front and rear. This is for my granddad, this car. And yeah, he's paid for it. He's got a little Vauxhall Corsa to part exchange. Does need a little bit of work, I think. And it needs a hell of a valet. So that's not my granddad's, not my granddad's specialty, is valeting cars. But today's been a pretty good day, actually. We've been getting some cars valeted. We've got another load of cars that have just turned up. So we've got a really nice Vauxhall Corsa, which I'll put a little clip in. We've got a Mercedes B-Class, which has just turned up. I'm going to get a clip of that video when we valeted it. And yeah, other than that, there's nothing really too much to report for this week. In regards to videos going forward, they will get more regularly, guys. Again, please accept my apologies for this week's. If you can like, if you can subscribe, please do. It does help support the cause, helps us grow as a business as well, and who knows where it will take us. So we're just going to go and get the Mercedes B-Class that we just purchased, get it valeted, we'll show you some clips of that being done, and then we'll show the car. Right then guys, so that is the valet now done. I think she's come up really nice. Just need to get her photoed, get her advertised, get her back on the pitch. Right then guys, it is now Good Friday, so no days off for us unfortunately. Got a pretty busy day lined up. We're doing a gearbox and a Vauxhall Astra, so I'm going to introduce you to Will properly. We're doing full disc and pads on a Astra estate. We do lots of valeting, lots of movement on the pitch as well. Got some really exciting news later on that we're going to drop, which people are probably going to be a bit shocked with. So I'm going to spin the camera, show you the pitch, and I'm going to introduce you to the boys who are doing the work. So this is the pitch today, guys. We have sold a few cars since the last couple of days, so I'm well chuffed for that. I'm going to redesign the whole pitch. I'll tell you why we're doing that later on. We're going to do a completely different layout. I'm going to introduce you to Will, introduce you to another lad called Lewis as well, really good lad that I know. And hopefully get some deals over the weekend. I do not like coming in on holidays unless we do some deals. So, oh, that iX35. That's another gearbox one. We're like a gearbox centre at the minute. But let me introduce you to the boys, show you what they're doing. Right then guys, what we've got going on in here. Check out these two boys. So we've got Will here. He's a mechanic by trade, got his own business. I'll tell you a little bit of a secret later on about me and him. Do you want to introduce him, Will?
How are you? All right.
He's not very good on camera just yet.
Bit cam shy.
He will get there. And then this is Lewis. So this is, he's a detailer, been mates with him for years. Just give me an hand today. We're just taking a gearbox out. Well, when I say we, I mean Will.
Means me.
Little
That's
job.
what happens.
10 minutes, mate. We're going to get the camera set up, show the process at Gearbox being done, and yeah, we'll get some clips, some valeting later as well. Turned out to be a bit of a bigger job than what he initially thought, but you're on your way, aren't you, mate?
And it's a bank holiday.
He's on his way.
Done for midday.
But I had to buy a new set of axle stands, 2 pairs, like a walking bank in this workshop. So yeah, that's being done there. And then outside, show you what's going on here. That's Will's toolkit. If anyone wants to steal that, come down. So, this is the B class from yesterday. Just need to do the inside. We're going to get Lou to finish that off. Outside's been done. It's a nice little car, that. 3 owners. It's got a good service history of it. It's had its DPF changed last year as well, which is a good sign. Right wheels, they do need refurbishing. Yeah, so that's one for today. Lewis has brought his car to do a shock absorber as well, so we're going to help him sort that out. Watch his ear. And then all the rest of bits, I'll show you what we've got going on properly. So, this is one that Will bought, Citroen DS3. That needs a top mount on it. Vauxhall Corsa should come into stock yesterday. Needs a new spring. So, the suspension's collapsed. You can see, so the tyre's rubbing when you turn. Bit frustrating that one, but we'll get it sorted. We've got the Mini, which is still needing a clutch. We were trying to do that today, but because the Astra's a bigger job than what we initially thought, it's just not going to happen. And then, what else we got? Got another one here, guys. Vauxhall Astra Estate. We're doing front and rear disc and pads on that one. Get that sorted out. So we are a busy, busy site at the minute. Got lots to get through. No time to do it. But things are looking positive. Just need some sales through the door, guys. I don't know if any other traders are struggling, but we are struggling this month for sure. We're just clutching at straws, to be honest. So today's job, we're going to get some cars valeted, get the pitch move around, get some clips of Will doing this gearbox, and then yeah, we'll catch up with you later. Try not swear too much, boys.
Am I off to then?
Right. Well, yours is going to have to hold fire for a minute because so you're going to Sheffield later, mate,
okay,
for a gearbox.
Right.
What? Yeah. No, it is Sheffield. No, it's not. It's not. I thought it was Nottingham. It's not. It's Sheffield.
You sure?
Yeah.
What's the
100%. S6. Mate, I swear down.
You inquired at one.
That no. I inquired in one and I thought it was.
Yeah, it's not.
He's an S6 as Rotherham.
He's going fucking Baseford.
Could be not. Could be not a good mate.
They won't know even if you fucking open.
Look. We'll worry about that later. All right.
Oh, I'm lost somewhere.
You just get your gearbox sorted out, mate. Because so far you've only took wheel off. Right. That's how you get your way, boys. That's how. But Dean and Ant. That's main bit. Lou's good on cars. Rowan has done his mechanics. But I know Will likes working by himself.
Yeah, without being funny. I'm a bit strange.
We brought these axle stands and he's like, go out and get some new axles.
My axle stands at home.
Look, you can put your music on that.
Look at the state of those things. Wants me to work under them. My axle stand, the bolt. I lost the actual pin, so I've just got a bolt out of the garage and stuck it in yesterday.
Right, let's get a day. So where's the jet wash? Do you reckon I've had to work around you? Well, in terms of I'll take jet wash completely outside.
Work around me, mate. I'm not here. That's what you've told me.
I feel right, so I finished it. No wonder they traded it. You can see why they traded it in that, can't you?
Yeah. I'll do a gearbox. Yeah. Bank holiday, fucking.
Bank holiday special.
Ah, my knee! Oh, daddy! Ah! That really is. Ah! Black Astra going out.
I can delay my granny. My granny thinks he's getting it next week anyway.
People want it.
But what day is it tomorrow? I mean, you're at work tomorrow, aren't you?
No, tattoo on it.
Tattoo tomorrow, so yeah.
So I can come in. I can come in the afternoon. I pension even this afternoon, but it's already pensioned, isn't it? How sore my arm is. I might have to watch it for me.
Everything that happens is motivation. Everything that happens is motivation. I regard the work of motivation the most important work in the history of man. Everything that happens is motivation.
Right then, where we at? Where we at, mate?
Subframe's nearly out.
Check him out there. On all fours. Gearbox is nearly out. We're nearly there.
Been doing a bit of everything, haven't we? Sold a car.
Yep. Sold a car. So the Vauxhall Corsa coming to stock yesterday. Sold within 24 hours. Will did the test drive. Absolutely smashed it, all fairness. Then obviously got it over the line. As we do. How's the gearbox job on a Astra, Will? And what have you had to take off to access it, mate?
Everything.
Oh dear.
It'll be easier.
I think we'll leave him with this one, guys.
It's going to be a bit swearing.
We'll leave Will with that one. He's busy. What's going on out here?
Don't know someone else.
Right, then what we're doing here then, guys?
Well, we've got this lad here just balancing this.
Brill.
Doing a brilliant job. He's learning.
Brill.
We're going to teach him. Then we've got the Mercedes right corner, which I'm on. If you want to go and have a look at that.
Let's go and have a look. What we're doing here then, Lou?
Well, we've just finished hoovering it.
Brill.
We're just going to start cleaning all trims off. Getting it looking nice inside, ready for the next customer who wants to buy it. It's a lovely little motor. Absolutely brilliant.
Check that out. He's done a fantastic job. Brilliant. Get that photo later.
Trimmed going round and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
It's coming together quite nicely. Like I say, here, we like them to be perfect.
That's it, mate. We don't mess about.
Nope.
Look at that. It's a beautiful car, this, guys. Can't wait to get this one advertised. It's not going to be here long at all. Well, no, fantastic job, that one, Lou. Well done, mate. Right, I'm going to show you a car that we've sold today. You all good, Rowan?
Yeah, looking good. Full of
Good.
glitter.
Good. And this is the one that we've sold, guys. Vauxhall Corsa 1.4, sold in 24 hours. Really chuffed for that one. So, guys, just a bit of a sit down, just to really share some exciting news. And this is part of the reason why I've been so quiet last week and there wasn't an upload. There was a mix of multiple things going off. So, you've just seen there a few clips of me and a couple of my friends really just messing about with cars, cleaning cars and all that sort of stuff. But Willie, you've seen, who was taking the gearbox out of the Vauxhall Astra, he's been helping me with LS Autobahn Motors for the past 2.5 months. So I've mentioned before, he owns a business, like a self-employed mechanic, works with buses and trucks. Really, really good mechanic, can fix anything, and quickly as well. Now, he does own his own used car sales business, so he's trying to get into the motor trade. And he's struggling with a bit of footfall because he's not got the natural contacts in the motor trade. People don't know him as a car salesperson or anything like that. Now, I've been watching him for the past 2.5 months, just trying to get a gist of him. We've been getting to know each other. And he's a really, really good lad. Really good. And I don't say that about many people, but I really rate him a lot. You just don't meet people like him very often. He comes and helps me all sorts of times. Never complains about anything. So like that gearbox you're doing on the Ash that you've seen them clips of, he's had to take the full subframe off the car, the exhaust, all sorts of stuff to take that gearbox off. Now, if it was me, I'd give up with it. Cracked on with it, didn't even moan. And I can see qualities in him as a business partner. So we decided to go out last Saturday. We went on like a night out, me, him, and another friend. But then it was just me and him in the end, which was really good because we had some really good chats and we got to get to know each other a bit more and get a feel of what we're both wanting in our lives, which it both lines up. We've got very similar sort of mindsets. We don't do the same stuff. So his specialty is fixing cars, mechanics. My specialty is I'm great at selling cars. I'm great with customers, that sort of stuff. And the two harmonise really well against each other. So I've been thinking about how I can make this work with Will involved in some sort of capacity, more than just giving me a hand. And I was thinking, shall I involve him in LS Autobahn Motors? Shall I bring him on as a director? Offer him a certain percentage of the company. And I thought, probably don't do it like that. And he agreed that, because there's a reason why I set this business up. Was the whole point where obviously I lost my stepdad. I was supposed to set this business up with him. So there's a bit more meaning behind LS Autobahn Motors than just a used car sales business. So I thought, I'm going to make another business. And that's what I've done. So we've just set up a second car sales business. So it's called Spire Automotive Group Limited. Me and Will have gone 50-50 partners on this business. And I think he deserves this opportunity. He's a great, great lad. He just needs that a bit of a break, a bit of an opening with the door to get into the motor trade, and I can offer him that. So we've set this business up. I'll put the logo in. We've sold a couple of cars already. So we've sold the Astra, that's the stock of Spire, and also the Mini for my cousin, that's also in Spire as well. So things are going well already. We've got 8 cars in stock so far, so I'll start showing them over the next couple of weeks. We're just waiting for some uniform to come. We're waiting for this bank to be open, just all the usual stuff when you're opening a business. But yeah, a couple of people said, you're mad opening another business. But there's a bit more to it than that. So the business is going to be here. So this pitch is 15,000 square foot. It's massive. It's too big for one person. So, I'll never fill this pitch realistically. So I might as well utilize the space. So, what's better than that than going into business with somebody on a second car sales business, and that he's obviously injecting some money into it and all that sort of stuff. It gets us both where we need to be a bit quicker. LAS Autobahn Motors is still its own entity, but what's happening with LAS Autobahn Motors, guys, is LAS Autobahn Motors is supposed to be specialising in German cars. And obviously, because when we first got into this site, we didn't have a lot of capital and stuff, and we still don't really, but we didn't have a lot of capital, so we was having to buy first-time drivers' cars, all that sort of stuff. We're now transitioning over to German, and this is going to be happening in the next couple of months. It's not going to happen straight away, because I don't want it to be like a real big shock to our customer base that we've got. I want it to just transition nicely. We're still going to do first-time drivers' cars, but a bit newer. And then Spire Automotive Group Limited, that is going to be first-time drivers' cars, family cars, just your general public, good value for money motors. And I think the two are going to harmonise really well with each other. So that's the really exciting news that we've got for this week. I know people probably watching these videos think this guy is crazy, but I'm 26, and I just think work as hard as you can whilst you're young, and then when you're older, hopefully you can reap what you've built. And everything feels right. I don't go into business with anybody, but this feels right. I feel really comfortable with it. And I'm really proud that I've become a business partner with Will. I'll get him on a video soon. He's a bit shy with cameras. It's not his natural thing, but I'll get him on. We'll have a sit down together, have a bit of a chat, and tell you guys where we want to go. We made a Facebook page last night and an Instagram page. Facebook page had a great reaction by my customers at LAS Autobahn Motors. So I want to thank everybody. And I just want to make it 100% clear that both of these businesses are my businesses. The same treatment that you get at LAS Autobahn Motors, you'll get the exact same treatment at Spire Automotive Group. Give Will a chance, guys. He's a great, great guy. He's not full of himself or anything like that. He's a very humble person, really easy to get along with, very easy to talk to. So when you come down, give him an opportunity. If I'm not in and I'm not on site, don't feel like you can't come down. He'll be here and he'll be able to deal with, the inquiry that you've got or whatever. And he's also got my number, so, we can make that work if you want to speak to me directly. But that's a quick video for this week. So really exciting stuff going on. So just to recap what we've done for this past week, nearly 2 weeks. So we've set up a new business, gone partnership with Will, great news. I've supplied my cousin a car, which I've paid for myself, which I was really, really proud of. When I pulled up at my auntie's house, I didn't tell him what I was doing. I just came with the car, and it was just such a good reaction. I'd do it all over again. And if you can give, you should give, guys. If you're in an opportunity where you've got a bit more than other people, then give. There's no harm in doing it. So we've done that. We've got through lots of prep work on the cars, and we've also increased our stock profile for LAS Autobahn Motors from 10 cars to nearly 30. That's some great progress in them past couple of weeks. And we're not stopping there, guys. This is going to keep growing and growing and growing. I'm on a mission. So, you'll see over the course of a couple of years exactly what my whole plan is. I'm not going to tell people exactly what it is at the minute, but you're going to see what I'm developing this into. But that's a quick video for this week. Sorry for rambling on. If you can like and subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. Again, I apologise for no video for last week. Hopefully this one makes up for it. Drop us a comment. Let us know what you think to the new business. And yeah, we'll catch up for the next one. See you soon.